Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Wonder Boy 3 Monster Lair. In the last video we finished up 3 more levels, putting us at, I think we killed 5 bosses so far. So we're a little under halfway done with the game. And in this video we're going to continue on with this level, which I hate with a passion. Hopefully we won't blow through our continues like they're nothing, like I'm expecting to. And those guys are the reason I hate this level. The combination of them, these, and the guys that are about to come up, these guys, because when you kill them, they shoot that, which comes off at an insane speed. And when you have snakes coming at you, birds flying at you, and all the birds fly at a completely different pattern. These scorpions don't help matters either, because they shoot their balls off as quick, if not quicker, than these cactus people. But yeah, sorry if I don't talk a lot, because I'm going to be trying to pay as much attention as I can to what's going on the screen. Because if I don't, I will get hit multiple times by everything, and I will just blow through all the continues that we have built up so far, which would not be a good thing. See, some of those birds come flying down, some of them come at angles, at different angles. Like that one, those ones fly towards you, the other ones flew away from me, those ones flew away from me also. Those ones flew towards me. I never know what to expect when it comes to them. And then we have bouncing cactuses here. These are probably the least dangerous of everything in this level, which is not saying much, because they're still extremely dangerous. I'm surprised we have died more than that so far. See? I tend to blow through everything when I'm playing this level. And it's really unfortunate, because I do really well up until here, but I can't handle all the stuff that's going on screen. And I'm not gonna lie and pretend that I can. But hopefully, is that it? Oh, thank you. Whew. We still somehow managed not to use a continue, but I guess the world isn't over yet. We still have to deal with the the shooting portion of this world, which I don't think will be too bad, because like I said, I'm usually decent at these ones, not to brag or anything, but I find these much easier than the other parts of the game. I don't know why. Usually I'm better at platformers than I am at shoot 'em up games, but in this case it's the other way around. And whenever we have this weapon, it's a good time. I like to try to stack them, you know, I kill as many rows of the enemies as I can to get as many of the rings as possible. This boss is unique. He'll shoot for a little bit, and then he'll form a path over to where you were, which then gives you time to shoot him for a little bit. But the problem is you can't shoot backwards, so unless you trick him into coming in front of you, you won't be able to take any hits on him. And a lot of times you can end up taking damage when he runs into you like that. But it's a relatively easy boss. We died once on him, which isn't too bad. Sometimes I don't die at all, other times I end up dying 3 times on that guy. It's kind of a random thing for me. I hope we can reach another extra life before we end up having to use a continue. I'd like to get through the whole game without using a continue, but I don't see that happening. But I guess you never know. On this level we go back to, we're in like a village type town with some snakes who can be a pain in the butt. I think if you're close enough to them, they jump when you attack them, but I'm not sure. Staying back's a good idea in this level, because there's enemies. Let's see. Well, they didn't jump yet. For some reason I thought they pounced. These enemies here can be a pain in the butt, because when you kill them, they shoot a ball. So I like to get really close to them and then shoot them while walking towards them. That way, when the ball goes off, you're walking under it, so you won't get hit by it. Now, these ones I like to just stay far enough away, because it can be tricky jumping up and trying to shoot them from below. So I find that's the easiest way to handle them. Maybe those things don't pounce at you, I'm not sure. For some reason I thought they did. Maybe I'm just not getting close enough to have it come into effect. Sorry if some of the sound effects are a little obnoxious. When I'm spamming the button, they do get pretty annoying, especially this weapon. Alright, we're not doing too bad on this level. Alright, I don't really want that weapon, so I'm gonna stay away from it. Oh, there we got hit. And there goes our first continue, right before we would have had an extra life. That's unfortunate. I don't think I can reach that, and that guy was a jerk. I'm not sure how you're supposed to avoid him. I don't know if he only jumps when you jump, or if he jumps all the time, and I just had to stand still to avoid it. I guess maybe he just jumps all the time. This is one of those fruits that we can get a lot of health from, but we missed them all anyway, so it would have been probably more beneficial to just grab the fruit and keep moving on. But anyway, here we go. We're in the shooting zone for this level. We got these mushroom guys flying at us, and they're shooting a lot more than they were in the previous levels, which makes it a bit trickier to avoid everything, but this is probably the worst weapon on flying levels. At least I think it is. I think it's too hard to try and kill enemies when you have to get that close to be able to even be any sort of effective. Again, the spread shot and the rockets are pretty useful, as well as that one attack that just does an explosion all around you. Another boss that's rather unique. Once you do enough damage to him, he'll sit in the corner, spin his wheel. Depending on what he spins, is what will come out of him. The heart is what you need to damage to be able to kill the boss. Here you have to shoot his base and do enough damage so that he jumps into the corner and spins the wheel. The cherries, he'll shoot cherries at you. The heart pops the heart out. And there's one other thing, I don't remember what it does, but right here you have to try and do enough damage so that he gets in the corner. If you can't, you can just duck under him. That's the other one. But relatively easy boss, and we had some lucky spins there that gave us optimal time to shoot at the heart. Sometimes you won't even get a shot at the heart for a while, and even if you do, you'll have so many things flying at you that you don't have enough time to be able to do any damage to the heart, which is unfortunate. Alright, so here's the next level for this video. This puts us at what? We're at... This is going to be the 8th boss. Here's one of those ones that I believe if you sit on it for too long, you will fall in and die. But if you jump on them, they give you enough time to just keep jumping on them to raise the height of them, which is very useful and very kind of the game, honestly. We were lucky enough to grab the extra life there. Here we got more of these platforms, but this time it's a little trickier because you have to time it just right so that you can jump from one to the other. If you start pressing right too late, you're not going to get enough horizontal distance there to make it to the next jumping platform. Alright. Not sure if that one's one that sinks, I don't think so. I think that one just goes back and forth on its own, but I didn't want to risk it, so... And these, pelicans, or whatever you want to call them, that one just continuously scrolls up, which was a little disorienting. Those pelicans, though, they come from behind or in front, and here we got some fish. One thing this game is really good at is varying the enemies. Unfortunately, I'm an idiot and I jumped into them there. That platform will sink into the water, but again, the enemies, they're really varied, and they tend to all do something different. It's not just graphical changes on enemies, which I think is nice compared to most games. Right there, we accidentally just jumped in the water. I didn't wait until the one platform was high and the other platform was low, which would have been the right time to jump. But I wasn't thinking, and instead just made the jump without taking my time and taking precaution. Here, these just spin up, but one of the good things is the game's not very mean. When you hit the top, it will just spit you out back down onto the platform that's coming below. So it's not too hard to make those. Right there, I wasn't holding the right soon enough, which left me dying. These platforms all drop into the water and will kill you if you sit on them too long. So you just make quick jumps across them, and I believe that's the end of the level. Alright. Like I said, once we get past to the second half of the game, I start dying a lot. I hate this This is the only shooting level I hate. I can never kill enough to be able to get a special weapon. Well, I can, but it's few and far between when I can. And I tend to die a lot on this one, which is unfortunate. Depending on what weapon you have here, it could be easy to get all of them, but other times it's really hard. Even with this weapon, sometimes it's hard to kill them all. See, I was doing good in the beginning because I was in the middle of the screen, but once you get knocked off the middle, you're kind of in trouble. Alright, in this level we got the crab. This guy can be a pain. If you have this weapon, it's not too hard in the beginning, but once that runs out, see, he goes from the top and the bottom of the screen and spits out those crabs who will explode at one point. I'm not sure what triggers them to explode, but when they explode, they shoot one of those balls at you. And from time to time, he'll do that, flying across the screen, trying to bull rush you, which hurts and will instantly kill you. The only good thing about this boss is that the balls that those crabs spit out aren't a one-hit kill, unless of course you don't have enough health to take a hit, but right now I'm very low health, so one more hit from either crab rushing or any of those balls, and we're dead, which won't be good. See? But it'll give me a brief moment of invincibility, which hopefully took a decent chunk of his health out, but this boss is tedious. It's kind of a simple pattern to get down, but for some reason I can never figure it out. And I always end up running into him when he's doing that, so I apologize for how bad I'm playing. But what are you gonna do? I really wanted to show off this game, and I practiced it for a while, but I couldn't get good enough to the point where I could do it on normal with the default lives and default continues without, you know, I just wasn't able to do it, so I apologize for that. But anyway, now that we defeated that boss, we're going to call the video there. I believe that puts us at, yeah, that puts us at the last level here, so in the next video, I believe this is the last level, I'm almost positive of that. In the next video, we're going to finish up the game. It'll be a short video, but thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you next one.